Please welcome back to The View, former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Joy, you have the first question, I think.
Okay, here it is. So while many Americans are struggling to afford groceries and gas, as we all know, the White House spent time this weekend posting about Taylor Swift on her wedding and throwing a great American state fair that, shall we say, underperformed. Would that be accurate? Maybe it was the weather. You know, her basement flooded, all sorts of things happened. So I want to know what you think about all this. He's spending time on Taylor Swift when people need help.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I thought it was fantastic, and I think it's absolutely absurd for the 80-year-old president of the United States to attack one of the most popular musicians and talented women who's so generous to her staff and takes care of them.
But he thinks he's more popular than her. Didn't he say that this weekend? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's why he's always picking on her, because he would like to be. But let's talk about her.
The green-eyed monster.
Well, and her concerts turn out masses amount of people, a lot more than, tragically, the State Fair. And I think that says a lot because, you know, the whole deal that I campaigned for and...
Who's that?
Well, that's just mean, guys.
Yeah. But I campaigned in 2024 to lower inflation, lower gas prices, and really make life great for Americans. And that's what it was supposed to be about.
I know, but more people sign up for dentistry than were there.
Well, Congresswoman, since you were last here, you've talked about, you've toyed with the idea of starting a third party. Tucker Carlson has also said that that might be something that needs to happen because, as you put it, you feel like America First has in some ways been abandoned by this president. What would this third party look like, and would it be to the right of where Donald Trump is governing the country right now?
Actually, I think the future of America and most Americans are very much angry with both parties. And let's look at the Republican and Democrat establishment, basically the Mitch McConnells, the Chuck Schumers, all of these that have been in power for decades have brought us to $40 trillion in debt. Americans pay massive amount of taxes, but yet our dollar has lost so much value. In 2020, $100 was today, $100 today, back then was $186. And so the future, I think, for a third party or candidates that don't belong in the two silos of Republican and Democrats are going to be candidates that work for the best interests of Americans.
But Trump's the one who keeps making money.
Oh, he's making money, all right.
A lot of money.
That last
$2 billion
disclosure.
since he's in office. What do you make of that?
Well, you know, I was one of the loudest voices attacking Hunter Biden for what I perceived to be corruption while his father was president. But I was really blown away. Most people are blown away. Even Fox News had something to say about it, and that's pretty shocking.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is why Americans are really sick and tired of both parties. We've just seen it over and over and over again.
But you keep saying both parties. Hunter wasn't in office. Why do you keep saying both parties? We're talking about Trump.
Well, his father was in office. His father was president, and Hunter Biden did make a lot of money while his father was president.
Yeah, but these two,
however, the Trumps have taken...
children are making
the Trump children have made a lot more money than Hunter Biden.
Let me get Sarah
bigger
in here.
and better than ever before, right?
Let me
But
get
no,
Sarah in
it's
here,
just
please.
wrong.
Congresswoman, we were talking before you came out about Graham Platner and the very serious allegation that he sexually assaulted a woman back in 2021, an allegation he denies. More and more prominent Democrats are calling on him to end his campaign. Should he?
You know, I don't know anything about his policies. I just started learning about him yesterday when I saw this blow up. However, I do know what establishment political hit jobs look like. And I really wish women, when a woman is raped, it's extremely serious. And I stand behind women that are raped. And I ended my political career on that, by the way.
You did.
And I wish women would come forward. The most important thing a woman can do is come forward and report a rape, not report it years later when someone is running for office. And
you know that does mostly happen in sexual assault because it's very difficult for the victims to come forward.
I have so
One
much,
of the most underreported crimes.
That's also the Epstein file victims were
compassion.
also years later as well.
Not all, no, many of them were early on, which is why it's so egregious.
But
so egregious.
Well, let me-
and
let
none of them have ever gotten justice. But I will say this, you know, Democrat voters in Maine voted for Graham Platner, knowing he had this Nazi tattoo, knowing that he had scandals, not this scandal. So he did win his primary. And I think the Maine voters should be able to work that out. I really do.
Didn't they do that, though, because they need to get back in power, the Democrats, so that they can deal with this right-wing craziness that's going on?
I don't know. I'm not a Platner supporter. I'm not in Maine.
I'm just saying
And
that's-
I think Susan Collins is a horrible senator. So I want to say that for the record
Well,
as well.
let me ask you this, because yesterday on X, in a now deleted post, you accused Platner's accuser of doing, quote, rape for politics, end quote, stating that she had consensual sex with him years ago.
No, I didn't accuse. I said
You-
I said women should report rape.
Right,
Because
early
you want to
on.
know why? We want to get these rapists off the street.
Early on in the tweet, and I'll tell you, I'm a
Yeah.
former sex crimes prosecutor. As
Right.
they were trying to.
Yeah, but you're
let me finish.
misquoting me.
As-
I wish you'd put if you put my deleted tweet
I think we have
up.
it.
we have it.
Put it up, please.
Oh.
Sorry?
Okay.
We'll
since
get
it's-
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since it
Will
was
they look
deleted,
for it?
But I
I'm
just
sorry.
want to make sure my words aren't
We'll
twisted
get it.
around.
Can someone bring my phone out to me?
You don't have your phone? Since when do you not have your phone?
Yeah.
Well, what I recall, because I do have the post, but it has now been deleted. You did say that women should report early, and I will tell you, as a former sex crimes prosecutor, women, it is the most underreported crime in our country because women
Tragically.
are not believed, and because it is
They're
very
defamed
difficult.
often.
They're
And they
defamed,
should
and it's
be
very
believed.
difficult for them to do it.
Right.
Also, I will tell you, you also wrote that she had consensual sex with him years ago. The
She was dating him.
The fact that someone dates people or has had consensual sex with them previously does not mean that they cannot be raped. Married women can be raped. Sex workers can be raped.
Of course.
And that is often, because I've handled some
Sonny,
of
you
those
and I are
cases.
in agreement here.
Well, we're not.
No,
because I
actually,
want to know
we-
why you would post that and accuse her of rape for politics.
Well, I would like to know why you wouldn't put up my actual post.
We're
We're gonna do it.
We're
Okay,
getting
great.
it. We're getting
Here we
it.
go.
Because I wasn't accusing
Here we go.
her.
Your
Yeah.
exact quote, was, if you are raped or sexually assaulted, report it immediately. Don't wait for years later until the man runs for office to go to news outlets to tell your story. And if you had consensual sex with him years ago, don't turn it into rape for politics with conflicting stories.
Those are three.
that correct?
No, those are three separate pieces of it.
I do
three
wanna-
separate.
I do wanna
Okay.
get to
That's not.
So
all,
can you answer my question? Why did you post that?
Absolutely. I posted that because I support women who have been raped or sexually assaulted, and I want them to have justice.
But not if they've had
deserve-
consensual sex
No.
before.
Then, secondly, don't wait until they're running for office. We need to know early on.
She was warning the
I was
public.
warning the public.
No, but
okay?
this woman is
I
warning
know,
the
no,
public.
I'm saying the public needs to be warned because rapists need to be convicted.
I do want to
So
ask
it's the
you
woman's
about.
fault for
I do
not
wanna-
reporting it?
Sonny, it's not the woman's
ahead,
fault.
Alyssa.
Not at all.
Congresswoman, I want to
not at all.
ask you
Let me get
about
to this.
Just
another.
like it's not Americans with flags in front of their house's fault, and it should not be offensive.
Congresswoman, I do want to ask you
Yeah.
about another post that you tweeted yesterday that you kept up. You seem to imply that AIPAC might be involved with the latest allegations of sexual assault by Graham Platner.
Tell them what
criticism
AIPAC
of AIPAC
Can you
is
tell them what
Let-
AIPAC
let
the
us-
American
Yeah.
Israel Public Affairs Committee.
Okay.
Well, criticism of AIPAC is perfectly legitimate political discourse. Do you not understand that this plays into anti-Semitic tropes about Jews controlling things, about Jews and money and power and politics? What do you even mean by that?
Well, what I mean by that is it's unfortunate that rich donors that put Israel first are playing in American politics.
Well,
just like my
AIPAC
friend
is
Thomas
American
Massey.
donors, to be clear. It's Americans
they're-
who care about the U.S.
No. They care about Israel first. Israel's committing genocide.
You
and
do know that under
murdering
federal
children.
law, only American citizens can contribute to AIPAC.
Let me tell you the future of this country is Americans are sick and tired of funding Israel's genocidal wars that are killing children.
Millions of Americans,
in Gaza
including me, support
and Lebanon.
Israel, for the record. That may be your
I don't
position.
support the government of Israel. I support
And that-
people.
but
And
you-
I support Americans, and I support our tax dollars being used for our purposes.
see how this is-
However, AIPAC took out one of my good friends, Thomas Massey. okay? And Thomas Massey worked for his district.
Thomas
AIPAC
Massey
also
lost
worked
because
against
Donald Trump
me.
endorsed against Thomas Massey.
Thomas
to be clear,
Massey
you're going to
lost
blame
because
AIPAC
Miriam
now?
Adelson.
Because it feels like blaming
Miriam
the
Adelson
Jews.
put
I'm gonna
in.
It feels
take
like
a
you're
break
blaming
here.
the
No,
Jews.
I'm blaming donors that put Israel first over America. And this is a
American
Can I
donors who
interrupt?
support Israel.
We're out of time. As much as,
Y'all should have had me for the whole show.
no. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
Tough.
okay.
So this is one question we must ask you.
Okay.
You used to talk to the president often on the phone. I take it you don't anymore. If Trump called you today, would you answer the call? And what exactly would you say to him?
That's a tough one. No. I
Is it
wouldn't
really
answer.
that
You wouldn't
tall?
even answer the phone.
I'd have no interest in talking to President Trump.
And now that you're out of politics, what are you planning to do?
I'm having a great life.
Retiring?
No, I'm working. I do all kinds of stuff. I just launched a sort of a podcast called Life with MTG.
Oh, the old podcast routine.
Well, look
We're
at
all
you.
in that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
guys talk for a living. At least I went and gave it my best try and served in Congress.
Well, here's the thing. We're all giving our best tries.
Yeah.
Everybody, you, us, everybody who's trying to figure out how do I get through this to make sure my family gets what they need. So we're all giving it our old good college try, and thank you for all you've tried to do. Thank you all for everything. Thank you, Brian, for being a bride guy. And our thanks to Marjorie Taylor Greene.